Netflix The Crown shots the reign of Queen Elizabeth II reign from Season 1 start in the 1950s to Season 5, which takes place in the 1990s. The timeline of Netflix The Crown shots the historic reign of Queen Elizabeth II. By The Crown Season 5, Netflix Emmy Award-winning prestige drama will have depicted about 45 years of the life and times of the Queen and the royal family. Created by Peter Morgan, The Crown will ultimately run for 6 seasons, but it's unknown when the series will stop in the timeline of the late Queen Elizabeth, who died on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96. The Queen reigned a remarkable 70 years, the longest of any British sovereign, and her life has proven to be ample dramatic, and sometimes controversial, fodder for The Crown. The Crown's bold format replaces the entire cast every 2 seasons. In The Crown Seasons 1 and 2, the series depicted the ascension of Queen Elizabeth and the challenges of her marriage to Prince Philip, while Princess Margaret's love life created drama of her own. The Crown moved into the 1960s and 1970s in Seasons 3 and 4, ending in Queen Elizabeth's Silver Jubilee, and adding Prince Charles to the mix. The Crown Season 4 brought the saga into the 1980s and introduced Diana, Princess of Wales, and Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. With The Crown Season 5, as the series' scope now spans from its post-World War II origins into the 1990s, which was one of the most turbulent decades for the House of Windsor. The Crown Season 1 timeline, 1947 to 1955. The Crown Season 1 spans 8 years and begins with the wedding of Princess Elizabeth to Philip Mountbatten. Winston Churchill also becomes Prime Minister for the first time in 1951. After a few happy years of being married to Philip, the death of King George VI on February 6, 1952, instantly turned the 25-year-old heir into Queen Elizabeth II. The Crown Season 1 depicts the new sovereign's steep learning curve and her mentorship by Churchill, her first Prime Minister, while Philip is stifled by Elizabeth's new role as monarch. Princess Margaret is forbidden to marry Peter Townsend. Other major events depicted by The Crown Season 1 include the Great Smog of London in 1952, Queen Elizabeth's coronation, the first televised coronation in British history on June 2, 1953, Elizabeth and Philip's world tour to 13 countries, including Australia, from November 1953 to May 1954, the end of Margaret's relationship with Peter Townsend, and Winston Churchill's stroke before his resignation as Prime Minister on April 5, 1955. Anthony Eden succeeded Churchill and became the Queen's second Prime Minister. The Crown Season 2 timeline, 1956 to 1964. The Crown Season 2 encompasses the next 8 years and centers on the troubled marriage between Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, who is sent on a tour of the Commonwealth in late 1956. Meanwhile, the Suez Canal crisis in Egypt becomes a disaster for Great Britain, which leads to Anthony Eden's resignation and Harold Macmillan replacing him as Prime Minister. The Crown Season 2 ends with the resignation of Harold Macmillan on October 18, 1963, and the birth of Elizabeth and Philip's fourth child, Prince Andrew, in 1964. Major events depicted in The Crown Season 2 include Princess Margaret's marriage to Anthony Armstrong-Jones, who becomes Lord Snowdon, on May 6, 1960, Elizabeth and Philip celebrating their 10th wedding anniversary, Queen Elizabeth making her first televised Christmas address in 1957, President John F. Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy's visit to Buckingham Palace in 1961, Prince Charles forced by his father to attend Gordon's Town School in 1962, the release of the Marburg Files revealing the Duke of Windsor's sympathetic ties to Nazi Germany, and the Profumo affair that involved Prince Philip. The Crown Season 3 timeline, 1964 to 1977. The Crown Season 3 welcomes Olivia Colman as the new Queen Elizabeth II, and spans nearly 13 eventful years, the longest time frame so far. The Crown Season 3 begins with Harold Wilson becoming Prime Minister and the death of Winston Churchill on January 24, 1965. Major historical events depicted in The Crown Season 3 include the Aberfan, Wales mining disaster on October 21, 1966, Lord Mountbatten's dalliance with a coup of the British government, the moon landing and the Apollo 11 astronauts' visit to Buckingham Palace, Prince Philip's role in the founding of St. George's House, and the death of Edward VIII on May 28, 1972. Princess Margaret and Lord Snowdon traveled to the United States and dined at the White House in November 1965, but by 1974, their marriage is over. The Crown Season 3 also introduces Prince Charles, Camilla Shand, who becomes Camilla Parker Bowles, and Princess Anne as major characters, and depicts the beginning of Charles and Camilla's love affair. Charles also becomes invested as the Prince of Wales on July 1, 1969. The Crown Season 3 ends with the Queen celebrating 25 years on the throne on June 7, 1977, but her Silver Jubilee foretells dark days to come. The Crown Season 4 timeline. 1979 to 1990. The Crown Season 4 spans nearly 12 years and takes the saga through the 1980s. The introductions of Diana, Princess of Wales, and Margaret Thatcher as Prime Minister bring a new energy to The Crown Season 4, which duly centers on Charles and Diana's fairy tale marriage and the Iron Lady's prickly relationship with the Queen. The Crown Season 4 begins with the 1979 assassination of Lord Mountbatten by the IRA, while Prince Charles is pressured to marry the young and beautiful Lady Diana Spencer in spite of his love for Camilla. After Charles and Diana's July 29, 1981, wedding, the couple's marriage quickly disintegrates, which is evident during their 1983 tour of Australia. The Crown Season 4 ends with Thatcher's resignation as Prime Minister and a fateful Windsor holiday party in 1990. Among the major historical events seen in The Crown Season 4 are the Falklands War in 1982, Michael Fagan breaking into Buckingham Palace twice in 1982, the births of Prince William and Prince Harry, the Queen and Margaret Thatcher butting heads after the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in 1985, and Princess Diana's visit to New York City in 1989. Prince Andrew also marries Sarah Ferguson, setting up the end of several royal marriages in the 1990s.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video.
So go ahead, do it!
The Crown Season 5 timeline. 1991 to 1997. The Crown Season 5 is expected to span about 6 years, the shortest timeframe yet. Although the early 1990s are among the worst and most unsettling years of Queen Elizabeth's reign, The Crown Season 5 will see the end of Prince Charles and Princess Diana's marriage, and they formally divorce in 1996. In addition, The Crown Season 5 will depict the Queen's annus horribilis in 1992, when much of Windsor Castle burned in a fire. The Crown has already announced that the August 31, 1997, car crash death of Princess Diana will not be depicted in Season 5, but there are still plenty of tumultuous events from 1991 to 1997 to come for the Queen.